Hello and welcome to a wonderfully cold November Melbourne day. We're here today at Heyington station on the Glen Waverley Line, which I think is possibly Melbourne's oddest station. Why is that, you ask? Well, stay tuned and we'll find out. Heyington station is located on the Glen Waverley Line between Kooyong and Burnley stations. It was opened in March 1890 and has continued in operation ever since. So I think this is Melbourne's oddest station, or at least one of them, for three key reasons. The first one is that you kind of feel like you're in the middle of a forest here, other than maybe the freeway noise, but you're actually really close to the city and you've got these lovely trees. It's relatively peaceful, as I said, other than the freeway noise. You're next to the river. It feels like you're kind of away from it all, but you're really close to the city. The second reason is that it is the last inaccessible station in Melbourne. So if you're in a wheelchair, for example, you literally cannot get to most of this station, which we'll talk about in a little while. And the third key reason is that it has direct entrances into a school, which is right next door to it. So let's have a walk around Heyington station and talk a little bit about these reasons. So we'll start with the first reason, and it's probably noticeable by the backdrop behind me, but we are very close to Melbourne CBD. We're no more than 4 stations away from Flinders Street, and yet it doesn't feel like you're kind of in the city or even suburbia. You're surrounded by this kind of wall of green behind you on both sides. On the other side you can actually see the creek, Gardeners Creek and Yarra River, and when you look down the railway towards Glen Waverley, it kind of looks like this really nice forest, almost like the Belgrave line or something like that. And yet we're really close to the city. The Monash Freeway is just over there, Richmond's just behind us, so it's really not far at all, and yet you feel like you're in kind of a little forest, little rainforest. The second thing that makes Heyington station unique, or odd depending on your point of view, is that it is the last station on the Metropolitan Rail network in Melbourne that does not have wheelchair access. And the main reason is, as you can see behind me, there are a whole lot of stairs that you need to get down or up in order to exit or enter the station. So we're going to walk now and see just how inaccessible this is. So you've got these steps right from the station entrance off the street. This is the only way to get into the station from public access. You've got to go down these steps, and then in order to get to platform 2, if you want to head towards Glen Waverley, you have to cross the footbridge over there across the tracks, or to get to platform 1 you have to go down this little ramp, but obviously once you get down to the ramp you have another flight of steps in order to enter or exit the station. So every other station in Melbourne has at least some kind of ramp or is otherwise accessible to people using wheelchairs or otherwise have mobility aids, but Heyington is the last one on the network that does not. If you look at any rail map of Melbourne's train network, you will notice that Heyington is marked specially because it is the only one left. So this is definitely something that makes Heyington different to other stations. So the third reason, as I said before, is that it has a direct entrance from St Kevin's College, which is right next door, into the station. I didn't realise this until I came here today, but there are actually several entrances to get in directly from the platform. There's this one right here down the Kooyong end of platform 2, and you can see this gate over here which is shut because it's a weekend, and there's at least one more gate further down platform 2 for people to get in between the station and the school. Of course, to get across into the street network you do have to go across the footbridge that we spoke about before that you can see behind me, but it does provide a direct entrance into the school for staff or students. What's also really interesting is that on the other side of here is the Gardeners Creek Trail, which runs underneath CityLink. This is a walking and cycling path and one of the major ones for the eastern suburbs. And St Kevin's College also has a direct link into the cycling path and walking path from the school. And there's a little bridge that goes across Gardeners Creek. So St Kevin's College does have direct entrances both into the station and onto the shared path. So there you have it. That is why I think Heyington station is the oddest on Melbourne's rail network. Please let me know if you disagree or agree with me in the comments section below. I've got a feeling this will spark some kind of debate. But if you did like the video, please hit the like button. And if you're interested in seeing more, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out and keeps things going. I think I just got swooped by a minor bird there. It doesn't like me being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.